Howdy folks, this is Big O. Let me wipe the sweat from my brow. This is going to be for Hancock Brewer. He had his BBguns out the other night and was enjoying them, so I got my old ones out, 3 of them off the wall in my man cave, I guess you'd call it. And first, guess just my old Daisy, little Daisy rifle. He had a little Red Ryder. I think his is a heck of a lot more powerful than this little jewel. I've had this, shoot, I don't know how long. Got water damage here on the bottom because it sat up in a corner for I don't know how many years, and had some water damage, and it sat there and soaked up water, so the butt of it is a little bit water damaged, but nothing to hurt it. And it's the old neck style that you open up here and drop in your BBs, or really you get them and you pour them in, but I'm just going to drop in 3 or 4, 5 or whatever, and show you it doesn't have a whole lot of power. Now his was off camera, but when it cocked his, it sounded like a ratchet, you know, click, 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 click. And I'd never heard that on a little rifle, BB rifle. Anyway, this one is just the old style where you just cock it. See, it's nice and quiet and slim. And that loads the BB up, and let's see. As you can see, it's just not very powerful. You can barely even hear it. I have oiled it, get it a little bit better, but I'll leave that sit here, and I'll shoot them all here in a little while. And this is my Crossman, what's it called? American Classic 1377 or something like that. It is a pellet pistol, really for target, pretty damn accurate, and it takes up to 10 pumps or so. Just put some in there, and then it uses pellets, just and I'll get the little spear shaped or whatever end you want to call those. Little single shot, set that in there, load it up. Mine's one of the older ones where everything was metal on it basically, except for the handle and all, but it's ready to rock and roll. Set that over here. Now this is the one that I grew up with. My brother and I, well, I have 2 brothers, but the other one's 7 years older, so he didn't get a little BB gun. And this is an old, like I said, I probably got this when I was 6, 7 years old, something like that. And it's a Daisy. But thing is, on it, these ends that came out, of course, you know, where your BBs load up there and all, it also came with another one that you put corks in. It originally came with some little round corks. No, it's a little smaller than a marble, but you could put the old, I don't want to say triangular, but cone-shaped type corks in it. But boy, you had to put those in there just really correct it to be able to hit anything at all. And of course, for the first year or 2, while we were really little kids, we were only allowed to use the cork one unless my dad was around, and then he might bring out the BB ones. And this one loads here in the front. You can see a little divot there. So you have to open this up until you see the hole, and then the same thing. You basically just pour some BBs in, like that, and then close it back up. And this one cocked by the hand, you know. So that one's cocked, ready to go. Set that one down. This one I found back in the late 80s, early 90s, when I was trucking across this great nation. and going down the road, and I saw this laying out in the middle of the interstate, and I thought, I just found me a gun, you know. So I pulled that big old rig over, walked back probably, you know, 1/10 of a mile or so. You just don't shut down the big trucks. Anyway, walked back, a couple of cars were running over it or by it and everything else, and so I got it, looked at it, and then realized, oh, it's just a BB gun. It's a Daisy, and let's see, its model, it just says BBs only on that side. Daisy model 188 out of Rogers, Arkansas. And this one, I guess, is a Luger style. I hope all this is on camera rather than way down low. Anyway, just get the end of it, cock it down. It's also a little single shot, but when you cock it, it pushes this back, so you can see that there's a BB in here getting ready to load it and put it forward, which I didn't put a BB in there. So let's first get a few of these BBs, drop them in the little door up here. I don't know if you can see the little door. Close that, and then watch, this back end will go back when you cock it, which leaves that little sight window, and you can see a BB sitting there. So then you push this on up into the chamber there, so now it's ready to go. Set this one down. Now this one, it's still considered a BB gun, I guess. It's an airsoft. Definitely costs more than any of those down there. And this is a little replica of a Glock 27, which is also the same size and everything as the Glock 26. That's why I picked it up, to use it as a training tool for my little Glock 26. And it uses the little airsoft BBs, and it holds like 13 or 14 there. Little gas, I use the little Coleman propane tank, and it's got a little thing on it where you can put a couple of drops of silicone oil in it, so when you fill these things up, you know, it gets the oil mixed in with it and all. Definitely a whole lot better, or a whole lot cheaper, I should say, than the green gas that they sell. And it's just loaded up, pressurize it in there, cock it, and this thing is ready to rock and roll too. So now let me get on the other side of the camera, and I've got my little target set back up there, and I don't know how well you can see, but it's got little red dots, 4, 5, 6 different little red dots. Each one of those I'll try with these 3 little little handguns, and then with the little Daisy rifle, and we'll just see how accurate all of them are. Now this will be approximately, I'd say, from there to over where I'm going to be sitting, 5 yards, something like that. Maybe a little longer. Oh, anyway, let me get on the other side of the camera here, and we'll do just a little bit of plinking, just for Hancock Brewer, and showing him my BB guns. All right, now sit down. Now, see, all the time I was talking, you guys probably weren't able to see the guns. Let's start off with the rifle. That's the little Daisy rifle. You can see the water damage on the butt there. And I just put a few BBs in here. And so we'll see. Let me get down a little bit to that. And on this one, let me try hitting that little red dot right there. That would be the upper left-hand corner. And I got it cocked. Upper right-hand corner. And with my bad eyes, let's see how well I can do. That looked a little low. I can't tell where that one went. Oh, there it is on the black line, directly below the red dot. And looks like everything's hitting a little low, so I'm going to try to compensate. Go up. Now that one's right just left of the bullseye, but dead on height-wise, so let me move this over, compensate. Yep. And I'm out of BBs in the rifle. Yep. So that's that one. Now, let's go to the little Luger Daisy BB gun. Like I said, this is the one I found on the road. Boy, I thought I'd found me a good weapon. That would have been my first true firearm if that would have been, or first true handgun if it would have been a real one. I don't know what I would have done. But I've got this one already cocked, so on this one, let's go to the top right, and we'll just see. That was way off, or not way off, looks like 2 inches off. A little better, about an inch from the bullseye, just below it on that, so. I forgot to push the BB in on that one. So, see, you got to push this up, push that BB on up in the chamber, otherwise you don't get a round going. And that was definitely off. Push that BB in, try to compensate. That's still off to that side, even compensating. That one barely hit the target at all. And I think that was my last BB. Let's see. Yep, that was the last BB in that. Now, to the other Daisy BB gun. And like I said, this is an old one. This is, let's see what it says on top. Daisy number 177 target special. That's .177 caliber. A patent number, Daisy Manufacturing, Rogers, Arkansas. And this one has been through hell and back. And also, I didn't show you this, it's got a peep sight, or your regular iron sights. And it's got an adjustment, so you can raise or lower. And let's get busy. See how this old one does. I know this one, let's go to the lower left. Boy, it packed a better punch. Didn't pick up a BB. Well, that sight looks like it's bent. Well, it's not enough power to go through the little cardboard, but like I said, my brother and I, we used to shoot each other with these. They sting, but they, of course, neither one of us ever put anybody's eye out with them, but you could rapid fire these suckers by sitting here and pumping it, fire, pump, fire, pump, fire, pump, fire. And so the last 2 or 3 that is in there, I don't know if you can hear them. Last 2 or 3, I'm going to do it that way, just to let you hear how rapid you can do it. Ready? Gotta hold it back so the BB are rolling. Anyway, one left in there, I think. I can get it to load up. There, sounds like it. Yep. Alright. That's all of that daisy. Now, this one is definitely going to go through that cardboard box. Now this one I'm just going to try for, let's see, I guess the dead center of the big center target. Now let's see how this one is. Boy, it fired, but I have to look at that. Let's see. Oh, by golly, it did go. It's just right there between the number 10 and the red. Right there. So I guess that's pretty good shot. Let's see. Yeah, it went completely through and into the wall. And that wasn't with 10 pumps, I don't think. There it is. Little damage thing. So, set that up one more time. I don't know if you can see that or not. Kind of flattened out that nose a little bit. And definitely deformed the back end of it. Now, let's try one more of those. This is probably the longest video I've done. Hope you all can sit through it. Put that one in there. Oops, went in backwards. It's one thing about this little single shot, you gotta have little tiny fingers to get things in there right. Sit in there right. This also will shoot BBs because it's got a little magnetic handle on it, but they're not really as accurate as the pellets. So here we go with this one again. That one is in the bullseye, just below the center line. That one goes in so quick, and everything else I'm used to the BB guns where they're bouncing off. So let's try just a little BB here. And as you can see, that little magnetic push rod, whatever it's called, holds that BB in there so it won't fall. So that little magnetic one pushes it on up in the chamber. Twist that down to lock it. This cocks it. And let's just put 4 pumps in it with a BB and try that center again. Bullseye. That's looks like another bullseye, just right where, I'd say, well, I better not say cut here. I just did though, didn't I? Just above the last one. So it's in the center bullseye. Now, let's try the little clock. And like I said, this is more of a training tool. It's not the most accurate thing. But from this distance, it shouldn't be too bad. And I've got, like I said, I pumped up, or put the gas in it, so it should be basically a full charge. Now, let me sit back and relax on this one. I'm going to go for the center one on this one also. And let's see. That's not too bad. And it drops, like I said, it drops it just like a ordinary one. Like I said, it holds the gas charge. Here's a little button, so when you're through for the day or whatever, you can release the gas. Like that. You can usually get 2.5, maybe 3 rounds per each one. And let's go ahead and do with this one. You see it's there. These are fun little toys, these airsoft. And it does actually have a safety on it where you can slide that and lock it where nothing will pull the trigger. It's a little harder to get off. There we go. And it looks like I tore that center bullseye up pretty good. Let's see, the only one I didn't go for was the lower right. So with these 12, 13 shots, whatever it is, I'm going to try for the lower right hand side. So here we go. Lower right hand side. Probably pretty rapid fire. Or double tap, triple tap, whatever. Looks like I didn't pump that gas cylinder up. There it goes. That was all those. Not nearly as good as that other one, but alright, Hancock Brewer. This one basically was for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everybody else wasn't just bored to tears. And we'll get this up on the net, and y'all enjoy your day. Talk to you later. Bye.